officially, we will welcome everybody here to our 4th annual Women in Baseball Conference, sponsored and hosted by SABR and the IWBC and Rockford University. Though we're obviously not there in person, but one of these days we will be. And so we appreciate all their support. But we thank you all for coming to this conference where we'll be together this evening for mostly just an opportunity to share and have some opportunities to meet one another, figure out what everybody's doing. And then tomorrow and Sunday, lots and lots of really cool presentations. And you can look on the SABR website for the entire schedule. Just a heads up to you, we have, for those who haven't joined us before, we do have a program book as a souvenir kind of thing printed that you will get with some articles, all kinds of things that will come out and be sent to you in a few weeks. So that will be coming. That will have not just the schedule, but all kinds of other articles, things like that. So thank you all for coming. And what I want to do at this point is to introduce, and we'll do it one at a time, our 2 fearless leaders of the 2 groups that are present tonight. And so our first is going to be to hear from Scott Bush, who is the CEO for Society of American Baseball Research. If you're not a member, I encourage you to join both organizations. And I'm going to say this because I know Kate will do it as soon as I say it. Kate will probably put in the chat the links so that people can also join both organizations. And so I'm going to turn it over to Scott to welcome all of us here.
Well, hey, Leslie, thank you for that. And welcome everyone to the 4th annual SABR IWBC Women in Baseball Conference. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday really are a celebration and exploration of women's baseball. I'm thrilled that each of you have joined us and are helping us grow an event that helps grow the game. SABR's proud to co-present this event with the International Women's Baseball Center. And for those of you that are familiar with the IWBC and not SABR, SABR's mission is to foster the study, discussion, and understanding of all aspects of baseball. And our vision is to become the essential community for the world of baseball. Events like this one are a big reason we will eventually achieve that vision. We are fortunate to have more than 7,200 members and 86 chapters worldwide. We also have 33 research committees in addition to our Women in Baseball Committee. If you enjoy the conference, I hope you'll consider joining our ranks. Before we get started, I want to thank the Conference Planning Committee, Leslie Heafy, Kat Williams, Kathy Headley, Catherine Forsland, Marlene Vogelsang, Mary Weeks Baxter, and Jessica Smith. Thank you all so much for all of the hard work that was required to organize this event, including, of course, pivoting to virtual as required. And I also want to thank Rockford University and the IWBC for their great partnership in putting on this event. Someday, soon, I promise, we will see you in person. So cheers to everyone, welcome, and back to Leslie and or Kat.
Thanks, Scott. And yes, absolutely. Cheers to everybody. We will have that opportunity. It is a true partnership between the 2 organizations. It's a wonderful opportunity. And so I want to now turn it over to Kat Williams, who is the president of the IWBC, and let her welcome everybody as well.
Thank you, Leslie, and thank you, Scott. Yeah, the 4th. It's kind of hard to believe. This partnership started 4 years ago at a small in-person conference in Arizona, and it was the brainchild of Leslie Heafy, and the 2 groups got together. It was a wonderful time, and we realized, yeah, this is a partnership that we want to keep. And so we embarked on this annual conference, and then there was COVID. And of course, like everyone else, we were nailed. And so we simply backed up, regrouped, planned a virtual conference, and in the process of doing that, we were able to reach out to and bring a lot of international folks into the fold. So ultimately, it worked out. We had hoped this year to be in person here on this beautiful campus in Rockford at Rockford University. But again, COVID is still there and travel issues. And so we backed up again and we punted and decided, we're just going to do it virtual again. So as Scott said, hopefully at some point we'll all get together, and when we do, Scott's buying the beer. This year's theme for the conference is Title IX and women's baseball, where we've been and where we are headed. As you know, this is the 50th anniversary of Title IX, and it makes perfect sense that we should connect those two things. And we have, in addition to some really fabulous panels, we have a fun mix of creative presentations. We have a keynote panel that includes Maybelle Blair, 95-year-old Maybelle Blair, former player in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. We have Justine Siegel, who all of you know, and we have a younger baseball player, Sarah, I think it is Denman. I'm sorry to mispronounce it. And they're going to talk about this, how this change has affected them. We're also going to, and this is always an exciting part of the conference, the IWBC is going to unveil the 4th of 9 memorials or pylons that we're creating. This year, the memorial is dedicated to umpires from around the world. Umpires are, the ones on the field we love to hate, right? Well, except one of them, Perry. And so this memorial is dedicated to those hardworking women who are still struggling to make a professional entry into baseball. SABR will announce this year's winner of the Dorothy Seymour Mills Award. This is a Lifetime Achievement Award that Dorothy is given each year to a person who exemplifies Dorothy's own dedication to women's baseball and to the ethical and fair treatment of women in the game. We'll finish up on Sunday around 2:30. All these times are Eastern, with a book discussion. But we will have a lot of time for celebration, because that's also what this is. This is sharing ideas and sharing research and sharing scholarship. But it's also a celebration. It's a celebration of who these two organizations are, who the men and women are who've made women's baseball possible around the world. And we're announcing tonight something very special. Some of you probably know Shirley Berkovich. Shirley Berkovich was a member of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. She was indeed a Rockford Peach. Shirley was also one of the founders of the International Women's Baseball Center. Last March 31st, we lost Shirley. Shirley had a stroke and lived a few days and then passed away. Shirley made an impact in this world like most of us can only hope we have. Shirley's nickname when she played was Hustle. And trust me, until her last day, she was hustling. She was, and I don't mean that like, scamming people, but she was hustling. She was trying to get the IWBC building built. She was trying to build a home for women's baseball. She was trying to tell the world about the importance of women's baseball. She was always in a hurry to do that, but she always did it with grace and honesty and courage. And she was committed to women's baseball, but mostly, more than anything, committed to the things that young girls can learn from it. The IWBC is announcing the Hustle Award. There will be applications. There will be information on our website. But I want you all to know that this award is bestowed by the International Women's Baseball Center in honor of our beloved Rockford Peach, Shirley Berkovich. And it celebrates an individual who demonstrates outstanding commitment, leadership, and dedication to the empowerment of women in all aspects of baseball and life. Like many girls of her generation, Shirley began playing baseball with her brother and the neighborhood boys. In 1948, her brother convinced her to try out for the AAG PBL, and at just 16 years old, Shirley joined the league. After retirement, Shirley never stopped serving as an advocate for women and girls in baseball, working with the Players Association of the league and as a founder of the IWBC. Whether she was advocating for girls and women in baseball, acting as a mentor, a mediator, or defending and supporting her friends, Shirley was simply good. She was honest, kind, and always true to her principles. There was no greater friend than Shirley Berkovich. The IWBC doesn't want to duplicate the Dorothy Award or any other award. This award is about someone who is as dedicated to the empowerment of girls and women as Shirley was, and who goes about it in the utmost ethical manner. We're very proud to announce this award. Starting tomorrow, I believe there will be an announcement out on our website. There will be forms for you to nominate. The nomination will end on December 31st, and we will present the first award on the IWBC Founders Day, February 22nd, 2023. I appreciate your indulgence as we announce this award. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here, and sit back and enjoy. It's going to be fun.
So awesome. Worthy of a, yep. So thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
So think about this idea. We now have the Dorothy Seymour Mills Lifetime Achievement Award from SABR, which also honors someone with who we all know impacted so many of us. And then now we have a Shirley Berkovich Award, the Hustle Award, that's going to honor. And so they complement one another so well, just as they complement this partnership between the IWBC and SABR. So it's an awesome thing to see. So pay attention. And of course, tomorrow night we'll be announcing the winner of the Dorothy Seymour Mills Award, Lifetime Achievement Award, at the end of the evening. So we hope you'll stick around for that opportunity as well.